Hi friends, Mrs. Philippi here. Guess what? I am in my kitchen and we're going to get ready to make a pizza just like the little red hen did. And I have a special visitor. Hello. This is Max. You want to say hi?
Hi.
So Max is going to help me start making our pizza dough and then we're going to work on it later because Kylie's busy right now. But to make our pizza dough, we need a cup of warm water. So I want you to touch it. Just touch that side. How does it feel? Is it hot, cold, or is it warm?
It feels warm.
It's warm water. So this is the fun part. We're going to use something called yeast, okay? And our yeast is what's going to make our dough nice and fluffy. So we need 1 spoon of that, and you're going to mix it right in there. Let's see. Let's move it up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Put it right in there. Okay. We also need 1 spoon of, what's this?
Sugar.
Oh, you know what? Can you read that for them? What kind of spoon?
5
yeah.
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon. So that was 1 tablespoon of yeast, and now we need 1 tablespoon of sugar. Yeah, I'll bring it down for you. And our tablespoon of sugar.
Thanks.
Okay.
You can see that it is going down.
Yep. And now we're going to gently stir. Just to mix it, not a lot, just a little bit. Okay. Now this is the cool part. So what's going to happen is we're going to watch it. Well, we're not really going to watch it, but it takes about 5 minutes, okay? And then our yeast and our water is going to activate. So that means that it's going to start getting bubbly. And that's what's going to make our dough nice and squishy later. So, just a minute. So, I'm going to bring it over to show you. Okay. And let's see. So, right now, it kind of looks like that. It's a little yucky looking. But I promise, my friends, it will definitely look tastier in just a minute. Okay. So we're going to do that part. And then, Max, let's see what else we need to get ready for our pizza. Okay. So we've got in here, do you remember what did we put in this bowl?
A tablespoon of yeast, a tablespoon of sugar, and warm water.
How much water? 1 cup, right? Okay. Now, the other thing that we're going to need later is we need some
oil.
We need oil. So this is olive oil, but you can use any kind of oil that you have.
We have some salt.
And this is actually special salt. This is salt, and it has Italian seasonings in it. So it's got some oregano, some basil. That's what we cook with. And we need
flour.
So,
and don't get like a regular flour that isn't plain. That'd be disgusting.
Would you want to eat that?
No. You need this type of flour.
Yep. And then the other thing is now, what shape is the pizza normally?
Circle, triangle is mostly in pies.
Yeah. Now, we don't have a circle oven. We don't have a circle pan. We have the shape. What shape? Rectangle. So if you have a circle pizza pan, then that's great. But we don't have one, so we're going to use this one. And what I did is this is called parchment paper. And I put this on so it doesn't get all sticky. Now, Max, would you like to spray? Let me fix this because it's a little crooked.
This is so that it won't get trapped on it and
it won't get super sticky. Yep, right there in the middle. Okay. So, the dough that we're going to make.
Let a parent do this.
Would you like me to do it? So the dough that we're gonna make, you could either make one big round pizza or two smaller pizzas. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's spray that on a little bit more. Okay, and I think our yeast is almost ready. How does it look?
Looks like dough soup.
Can you smell it?
Smells like dough.
All right. It smells like dough. Okay, I'm going to bring it over so you can see. Now, if you remember what it looked like before, and now, that's what it looks like now. See, it's starting to get a little bubbly, kind of thick. Whoops. Sorry, my friends. All right, and now, let me just set you back up. Now we need to add 2 cups of flour. So, can you go get the flowers from outside? The yellow ones or purple ones?
What?
Oh, just kidding.
You.
We need 2 cups of flour. Here's our big cup measure.
One huge
scoop.
And try not to drop it on your face. Because
On my face? I definitely don't want on my face or the floor. Okay, so I'm going to take this and watch. I'm just going to go, whoop, and this is called leveling. So you can actually put a little bit more. But go ahead, put it right in.
and let's just drop all that flour.
Okay, so that was 1. We need 1 more.
We need 2 giant scoops.
Hold on, wait, let's do this. Hold that over there because I have my little scooper so we can fill it up. Sometimes you can do it like that too, so I'm going to help you.
And sometimes
Okay, and just put it right in. Okay, next what we need to do is we need some oil. Would you like to do the oil or do you want me to do the oil? Okay. So this goes out really slow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top off like this so I can pour it. Let's put it right over there though, right on top here. So just in case if mommy spills. I'm going to pour, do you remember what size spoon that is?
tablespoon.
A tablespoon of oil. Okay. Tablespoon of oil.
And do not drink this and pretend it's apple juice.
Definitely not.
Pour this.
Pour it right in. Okay, put that in
And
here.
it almost looks like a volcano. But
It kind of does. And now we need to add some salt. So this is a grinder.
You can do just turn this and it will fall.
And if you listen really carefully, there's like a little crunching sound. That's the grinder.
And one more.
I'm going to add some more. So you can add regular salt, and then you can add Italian seasonings like basil, parsley, oregano. But this is a mix. And now
Mix it.
I'm going to mix it all together. Would you like to help? I love how you're using your helper hand to hold it. Alright, so we gotta really mix it all together. And this is the really cool part. So what's going to happen is we're going to keep mixing it so that it's not all liquidy and squishy and it starts to look like dough. How does it smell?
Smells still like dough.
No, but does it smell yummy at least?
Yes. And do not eat it. It
Mm-mm.
will still be disgusting.
It is not cooked yet. Nothing, well, I like raw cookie dough. You eat cookie dough? You eat cookie dough. Homemade cookies and how you like it. And brownie dough. What's better, cookie dough or brownie dough? You need a little bit more flour. So watch. This is the test. I'm going to just, see, it's still sticking to my finger. So I'm going to add a little bit more flour. Just a little bit, not a lot.
And Continue mixing.
Okay, now this is the cool part. So, do you remember, what did we put in the water before?
We put in a tablespoon.
Do you remember what it was?
Of yeast.
Yeast. And do you remember, what does the yeast do?
It makes it bloody and makes it a bit
Squishy. So, you know what happens? The yeast actually grows. So this is what it looks like. It's just kind of flat. I made one a little earlier. Go get it. And you're going to see how big it got. Oh my gosh. Look how big our dough is. It's ginormous. All right. So, look, here's the same recipe. Now this little thing turned into this giant thing.
Huge.
All right.
And it's really
Really, really big. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make our dough. So what I did is I turned the oven on. Can you see the temperature on the oven?
425.
Okay, 425. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bake the dough first. But watch, this is what we're going to do. So we took our dough. All right, now we're going to share because this is for you and your sister. And then I have more over here. And remember, we put some spray. I'm going to put half of it in there. Big cup. So we put some spray on our baking sheet with our parchment paper. If you want, you can add some flour too, but we don't usually add flour. There's the rest of our dough.
And plop, it goes.
Plop. Okay. So now, does that look like a pizza or what should we do?
We should put it in the oven.
Well, should we make it flat first? I think we should make it flat. What about you? Okay, so this is the trick I like to do. We can add more flour and you can roll it, which is a lot of fun, but I like to do it with my hands. So, tiny bit of spray. Tiny bit of spray. All right, ready? You're going to do that one? I'm going to do this one. And all we do is just push it and smush it around and spread it out. You can kind of pull it apart and go from the middle all the way to the outside edges so you have one big round pizza. That's it, bud. Are you making a square pizza? Okay, so now that our dough is kind of spread out, can you get me a fork?
I should probably wash my hands.
Go ahead, go wash your hands and then you can get me a fork. I don't know why he's going up to the bathroom. We got a kitchen sink right here. So I'm going to fix his dough a little bit. And I think he needs a little bit more. So I'm just going to plop it right there. So we like to do it this way. But you can also use a rolling pin if you want. Or you can use some flour. But we kind of just use our fingers and our hands. That's kind of fun sometimes using your hands in the kitchen, right? Okay. So now, here's the trick. Sometimes, do you know how when we get pizza from the pizzeria and there's a big giant bubble? Do you like the bubble? Do you like the bubble? I love the bubble. Some people don't like the bubble. So you know what we're going to do? Can you get a fork from me, please? And now, we get the bubble because there's air pockets. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our fork and we're just going to keep poking our pizza so that there's little holes all throughout. Yep, just like that. Okay, see, there's my pizza dough. All right, that one's good. And now let's do this one. All right, so that's just going to get rid of all the extra holes. Okay, so now, remember, I said I'm going to pre-bake our dough. So that means I'm going to put it in the oven to cook for a little bit first, and then we'll come back in a little bit to make some sauce and cheese, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in the oven for about 15 minutes, and I'll see you back in a few minutes. All right, my friends? Are you going to come back and help do sauce and cheese?
Yes.
All right, we'll see you soon. Hi friends, we're back with, wait. You weren't here before. Who's that?
My sister.
Oh, that's Kylie. Ah, she's been in some of our other videos. So now we're gonna make our pizza. So we took it out of the oven, see? We just cooked the dough a little bit. Nice and squishy, it's still kind of wet. And now, when we make our pizza, do you remember what did the little red hen use? What did she put on it? What?
Sauce.
Sauce! So, there's a little secret. Normally, we make our own sauce, but for pizza, we use sauce in a jar. And this one is what flavor?
Tomato basil.
Tomato basil. All right, so go ahead. You can get some sauce, and then we also need some cheese. Cheese. Now, Kylie loves this cheese. She's probably going to do it right now. She will just eat the cheese straight out of the bag. Isn't that right? Okay. Let's move this over a little bit. Are you having some cheese?
Yes.
Okay. But who doesn't like some mozzarella cheese, right? Okay. All right. Extra saucy, extra cheesy today, or just regular? What do you think?
I'll explain after I'm done.
Okay, he'll explain after he's done. Excuse me, can I get a spoon too? So I'm gonna make a pizza. So I'm gonna put a big blob of sauce in the middle, and then I take it and I spread it around like this. All the way around. Extra sauce, extra cheese, and oh, I need, you know what? How do you like your pizza? Kylie, you could put the cheese on in a minute. What do you like on your pizza, Max?
Cheese.
So just plain cheese, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Kylie, what do you like on your pizza? Anchovies. No. Do you remember what I like on my pizza?
Veggies.
I do. I like broccoli, spinach, zucchini. Max, not a fan. No, they just like plain pizza. And what does Daddy like on his pizza?
Pepperoni. Cheese.
Cheese, yeah. I think everyone likes cheese on their pizza. Because otherwise it's not really pizza. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what I do with the cheese, do you want some more sauce or is that enough?
Veggies.
Okay. Here's your cheese. So what I do with the cheese is I like to just take big handfuls. I sprinkle it over. Go ahead, you can put cheese on yours.
I don't like it.
Do you want me to do your cheese?
I don't like spreading cheese, so.
Do you want me to spread your cheese? Okay, and I will spread your cheese. Big handful and just spread the cheese. And now we're going to put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes so that the cheese can melt. And then it'll be warm and delicious. All right, my friends, I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, we're back, and our pizza is almost done.
We're going to do the countdown.
Okay, get ready. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Okay. Oven off. Ready? This is a grown-up job. We're going to use our oven mitt. Oh my goodness, it looks amazing. There's one pizza.
I'll go get the plates.
And 2 pizzas.
If you're too small, just ask a parent. And if you don't have any parents,
Hey, how'd you get up there? Did you just grow?
I'm taller than you.
He's on a stool.
So if you're too small and you don't have a parent, you can just do this, and anytime.
Okay, why don't you come down? You can get into the
Or you can just wait.
All right. Pizza. Pizza cutter.
Of course, I'm gonna just
Slide it off the paper. Okay.
like that. If you need help at that, you can just ask a pin.
How are we gonna cut our pizza?
Into 4 squares.
All right. Hold on. I don't think it went through all the way, so let's see. Push all the way down. There we go.
And now second. If you don't have a pizza cutter, you can do this anytime, and you can ask your friend to buy you.
You can get a pizza cutter, right? Or you can use a knife,
Yeah.
maybe even scissors, right? Should we cut it some more, or do you just want 4 pieces? All right. And there is our
Pizza!
How's it taste?
Well, I haven't had a taste of it. Let me take one small bite.
It's hot. What do you think? Good? All right, my friends. I want to see you make your pizzas.
And hot!
And let me know how it is, okay? Bye. Oh, you know what? Do you remember how do we say enjoy? What does Uncle Steve say in Italian? Mangia! Time for pizza. All right, my friends, have a great time.